Who are the Illuminati, the group said to be pulling the strings behind the scenes? Is it a real possibility, or just a figment of humanity's imagination? A mere urban legend? Is this rumor ultimately a good thing or a bad thing? Tonight, once again, we'll examine whether it's true or not from a Japanese perspective. Title: The Illuminati, a deep dive into history, myth, and modern obsession. 1. Introduction. More than a meme, in our previous lecture, I gave you the basic story of the Illuminati, a short-lived Bavarian secret society that became the center of the world's most persistent conspiracy theory. Today, I want to go deeper, much deeper. We will explore the actual writings of Adam Weishaupt, what he really wanted, the internal power struggles that doomed the order, the exact documents the Bavarian government seized in 1785, how two panicked authors turned a dead club into a global phantom, the Nazi connection to Illuminati conspiracy theories, the modern Illuminati hunters on YouTube and Twitter and what they get wrong, and finally, real modern groups that claim Illuminati heritage and whether you should worry about them. This will be more detailed, more historical, and more critical than the first version. By the end, you will understand not just what people believe about the Illuminati, but why they believe it, and why those beliefs are almost certainly wrong. Let us begin with the man who started it all, not the mythical Spartacus of legend, but the real, flawed, brilliant Adam Weishaupt. 2. Adam Weishaupt, the man behind the myth early life. Adam Weishaupt was born in Ingolstadt, Bavaria, in 1748. His father died when he was 5. He was raised by his godfather, Johann Adam von Ickstad, a professor who introduced him to Enlightenment philosophy. Weishaupt was a prodigy. He earned a doctorate in law at 20. By 24, he was a professor of canon law at the University of Ingolstadt, a position given by the Jesuits, who controlled the university at the time. The Jesuit influence and rejection. The Jesuits were the intellectual elite of the Catholic Church, brilliant educators, fierce defenders of papal authority. Weishaupt studied their methods. He learned how a small, disciplined, secretive organization could wield enormous influence. But Weishaupt rejected their religious worldview. He became a rationalist and a Republican. He believed in reason, science, equality, and representative government. He despised monarchy, aristocracy, and priestly authority. The problem: Bavaria in the 1770s was one of the most repressive Catholic states in Germany. The Duke, Karl Theodor, banned books, censored speech, and persecuted Protestants and Jews. Open political dissent was impossible. Weishaupt realized, if he wanted to spread Enlightenment ideas, he could not do it publicly. He would need a secret organization. The birth of the Illuminati, May 1st, 1776. On May Day, 1776, Weishaupt founded the Order of the Perfectibilists, later renamed the Illuminati. The original members were 5 of his students. They met in secret, used pseudonyms, and developed a hierarchical structure. He was a secular humanist, but in 18th century Bavaria, that was revolutionary and dangerous. His methods: Weishaupt believed that human behavior is shaped by environment and education. Change the environment, and you change the person. So the Illuminati would infiltrate positions of influence, universities, government offices, Masonic lodges, and slowly shift society toward rationalism. Why he infiltrated Freemasonry. In 1777, Weishaupt joined a Masonic lodge in Munich. He was disappointed. He found Freemasonry to be shallow, ritualistic, and politically neutral. But he saw its potential. Masonic lodges were legal, networked, and secretive. His plan: use Freemasonry as a shell. Recruit Masons into the Illuminati. Turn lodges into Illuminati cells. Eventually, The Illuminati would become Freemasonry, and Freemasonry would become a revolutionary force. This plan was clever, but it led directly to the order's destruction. 3. The structure: a secret society within a secret society. The Illuminati had a complex, multi-level hierarchy. Let me walk you through it. Level 1. Nursery, preparation, novice. The candidate was recruited, observed, and tested for loyalty. Minor vow, named after Minerva, goddess of wisdom. The member learned basic Illuminati doctrine: reason, equality, anti-clericalism. He was given a code name and assigned a superior who would monitor him. Level 2. Masonic degrees. Cover. Weishaupt realized that normal Masonic degrees were a useful cover. So Illuminati members also progressed through regular Masonic degrees, entered apprentice, fellow craft, master mason. But with Illuminati commentaries that reinterpreted the rituals as revolutionary allegories. Level 3. Illuminatus Major. Higher secrets. Illuminatus Major. Members learned about the plan to infiltrate governments and universities. They were told that the ultimate goal was a world republic. Illuminatus Regans, ruling Illuminatus. These members formed the order's leadership. They knew the full plan and the full list of members. Level 4. The Areopagus, inner circle, the top 5 to 10 members. This was Weishaupt's cabinet. They made all strategic decisions. The Areopagus was so secret that even high-level Illuminati did not know who belonged to it. Code names, all from classical antiquity. Adam Weishaupt equals Spartacus, leader of a slave revolt against Rome. Adolf von Nigg equals Philo, lover of wisdom. Franz Xaver von Zwack, Weishaupt's closest ally, equals Cato, Roman Republican. Duke Karl August of Saxe-Weimar equals Timoleon, Greek liberator. The use of classical names was not satanic, it was an Enlightenment affectation. Thinkers of that era loved Roman and Greek symbolism. Most members never knew who was above them. Distrust grew, and when the order was discovered, the need-to-know structure meant that no one had the full picture, making it easier for investigators to fill in the gaps with fantasy. 4. The fall. How a few documents destroyed a secret society. The trigger. 1784 and 1784, the Bavarian government received a tip from a disillusioned Illuminati member. Police raided the house of Franz Xaver von Zwack, Weishaupt's right-hand man. They found entire filing cabinets of Illuminati documents, membership lists, letters, rituals, and plans. What the documents actually showed: attempts to infiltrate Masonic lodges, plans to recruit university students and professors, criticisms of the Bavarian government and the Catholic Church, Weishaupt's radical, anti-monarchist writings. What the documents did not show: any plans for violence or assassination, any foreign government support, any connection to the French Revolution, which had not yet happened, any satanic or Luciferian content. The government's response: 1785, the Duke of Bavaria issued an edict banning the Illuminati and all secret societies. Membership became a capital offense. Weishaupt lost his professorship. He fled to the neighboring Duchy of Gotha, where he lived under the protection of Duke Ernest II, a sympathetic freethinker. Why the order collapsed so quickly? It was small, at most 2,000 members total, likely fewer. It depended entirely on Weishaupt's energy and charisma. Without him, local chapters dissolved. By 1787, the Illuminati effectively no longer existed. Weishaupt's later life: he wrote defensive books, tried to start a new order, failed, and worked as a professor of philosophy in Gotha. He died in 1830, largely forgotten. His tombstone in Gotha makes no mention of the Illuminati. That is the historical ending. 5. The First Great Illuminati Panic, Robison and Barrowell, 1797 to 1798. The context: in 1789, the French Revolution erupted. By 1793, King Louis XVI had been executed. By 1794, the Reign of Terror had killed tens of thousands. European monarchies were terrified. Conservatives blamed the revolution not on economic and social factors, but on a conspiracy. John Robison, Scotland, 1797. Robison was a physicist, a professor of natural philosophy at the University of Edinburgh, and a conservative. He had been a Mason but had become disillusioned. In 1797, he published proofs of a conspiracy against all the religions and governments of Europe, carried on in the secret meetings of Freemasons, Illuminati, and reading societies. Robison's claims: the Illuminati had survived its Bavarian ban and gone underground. They had infiltrated Freemasonry worldwide. They had caused the French Revolution as a test run. Their ultimate goal: destroy Christianity, overthrow all monarchies, and establish a world republic. Robison's evidence: he had not seen any. They created the modern Illuminati conspiracy theory. The irony: Robison and Barrowell were writing after the Illuminati had already been destroyed. They were blaming a dead group for a revolution that had already happened. But their readers did not know that. The legend took root. The Anti-Illuminati Letter by George Washington. In 1798, a minister sent Washington a copy of Robison's book. Washington replied, "It was not my intention to doubt that the doctrines of the Illuminati and principles of Jacobinism had not spread in the United States. On the contrary, no one is more fully convinced of that fact than I am. But the question is, how should we combat them?" Washington believed the ideas of the Illuminati, republicanism, anti-clericalism, had spread, not the organization itself. But later conspiracy theorists quoted only his admission of spread, ignoring the context. 6. The 19th and early 20th century. Slow burn. After the panic of 1798 to 1800, the Illuminati faded from public view. But the idea never fully died. Anti-Masonic Party, 1828 to 1834. The first U.S. Third Party was created to oppose Freemasonry, which they believed was controlled by Illuminati. They claimed Andrew Jackson was an Illuminati agent. The party collapsed, but the connection between Masonry equals Illuminati equals evil became fixed in fringe circles. The Taxil hoax, 1890s, covered in Freemason lecture. Leo Taxil claimed Freemasons and Illuminati worshipped Satan. He later confessed it was all a joke. But Taxil's works are still cited as truth by some anti-Masonic websites today. Nazi Germany, 1930s. 1945. The Nazis used the Illuminati Freemason conspiracy theory as propaganda. They claimed that the Illuminati, along with Judeo-Bolshevism, was trying to destroy the German nation. Masonic lodges were banned. Masons were sent to concentration camps. Hitler referenced the Illuminati in Mein Kampf. This is a dark chapter often forgotten. Real people died because of this fictional conspiracy. 7. The Modern Resurgence, 1960s. Present, From John Birch to QAnon. The John Birch Society, 1958. Present. The John Birch Society, JBS, is a far-right American group founded by Robert Welch. Welch believed that a secret insider group, Illuminati, communists, and international bankers, was plotting a new world order. JBS literature in the 1960s claimed, "The Illuminati are the hidden hand behind communism. They destroyed the Tsar, destroyed Germany, destroyed China, and are now destroying America." The Illuminatus. Trilogy, 1975. The satirical novel by Robert Shea and Robert Anton Wilson introduced the Illuminati to a new generation. The book was fiction, but many readers did not realize it. The authors later expressed regret that their jokes, such as the Illuminati having a Bavarian death cake, were taken seriously. The Internet explosion, 1990s, 2000s. The World Wide Web allowed conspiracy theories to spread without fact-checking. Websites like Illuminati News and Conspiracy Archive compiled every possible claim, no matter how absurd. The Illuminati symbolism industry, 2000s, present a new genre of YouTube video emerged. Illuminati symbolism in music videos / commercials / Super Bowl halftime shows. The method: take any symbol, a triangle, an eye, a pyramid, an owl, a one-eye hand gesture. Call it Illuminati. Show a video frame. Play ominous music. Conclude: the Illuminati controls the entertainment industry. The problem: artists have used these symbols for centuries. Triangles and eyes are not hidden codes, but the videos get millions of views. QAnon, 2017, present QAnon, the pro-Trump conspiracy movement, adopted Illuminati language. They speak of the cabal or the deep state. QAnon is heavily influenced by Illuminati mythology, even if they rarely use the word. The real danger: unlike the harmless Beyoncé is Illuminati memes, QAnon has led to real-world violence. The January 6th U.S. Capitol attack. The fictional Illuminati, recycled through modern technology, has become genuinely harmful. 8. Proof of the Illuminati. Examined point by point. Let me take the most common proofs from Illuminati websites and YouTube videos and show why they fail. Claim 1. The all-seeing eye on the dollar bill is Illuminati. Fact: the eye of Providence, was a Christian and Enlightenment symbol before the Illuminati existed. It appears in Renaissance art. The dollar design was created by William Barton, a Mason, not Illuminati. The pyramid was Barton's idea, taken from an Italian engraving. No known Illuminati document claims the eye as their symbol. Verdict: misattribution. Claim 2. The Illuminati used 666 and other occult numbers. Fact: the number 666 appears in the Bible, Revelation. Illuminati documents do not use 666. Modern references to 666 in music videos are either coincidences or artists referencing pop culture, which references the conspiracy theory, or deliberate trolling. Verdict: retrospective pattern seeking. Claim 3. Illuminati members flashed the horned hand gesture in photos. Fact: the devil horns hand gesture was popularized by heavy metal musician Ronnie James Dio in the 1970s, long after the historical Illuminati. It is also a traditional Italian gesture to ward off the evil eye, called corna. Musicians use it because it is a rock and roll symbol, not because they are pledging allegiance to a secret society. Verdict: cultural borrowing, not evidence. Claim 4. The Illuminati put hidden messages in music if you reverse the audio. Fact: blackmasking, reverse audio, was a known studio trick in the 1960s and 1970s. Some bands, like the Beatles, included nonsense words for fun. When played reversed, any phrase can sound like something else, a phenomenon called pareidolia. No Illuminati document mentions blackmasking. Verdict: pareidolia plus confirmation bias. Claim 5. The Illuminati killed Princess Diana. Fact: Diana died in a car crash. The driver was drunk. The paparazzi were chasing her. French and British investigations found no conspiracy. The Illuminati killed Diana theory appeared in internet forums in the 2000s with zero evidence. Verdict: post hoc accusation without proof. Claim 6. The Illuminati built the Washington, D.C. street grid to form Masonic/Illuminati symbols. Fact: Pierre L'Enfant designed the DC layout. He was a French engineer, not a Mason or Illuminati. The geometric patterns, circles, diamonds, triangles, are common in neoclassical city planning, Paris, Versailles. Any large city with diagonal avenues will form triangles when mapped. Verdict: coincidence of geometry. 9. Real modern groups that claim Illuminati heritage. There are real organizations today that claim to be descendants of Weishaupt's Illuminati, but they are small, fringe, and not powerful. 1. The Illuminati Order, Modern, founded 1995, a German group that claims to be the true continuation. Their website is amateurish. They have perhaps 100 to 200 members. No evidence of political influence. 2. Ordo Illuminatorum, founded 2001. Online, a largely online group that sells Illuminati degrees to people who pay. This is a commercial scam, not a secret society. 3. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, 1888, present not Illuminati, but often confused with them. The Golden Dawn was a magical order that used similar symbols, pyramids, eyes, triangles. They had no political goals, only personal spiritual development. 4. The Rosicrucians, 17th century, present an older esoteric group. Some conspiracy theorists claim the Illuminati were a Rosicrucian front. No evidence. Important point: none of these groups control governments, banks, or entertainment industries. They are hobbyist organizations for people interested in esoteric philosophy. Their biggest influence is selling books and holding weekend seminars. If the Illuminati were a real-world controlling power, they would not have a website begging for PayPal donations. 10. Conclusion: why we can't stop talking about them. Let me bring this deep dive to a close. The historical Illuminati was a small, failed, short-lived Enlightenment club. It never overthrew a government. It never caused a revolution. It never built a new world order. The conspiracy theory Illuminati is a projection screen, a blank space onto which we cast our fears about power, secrecy, and control. When we cannot explain why the world is unfair, we invent the Illuminati. When we cannot identify who makes the decisions, we name the Illuminati. When we want a simple story about complex systems, we tell the Illuminati. The tragedy is that real power is not secret. Real power is lobbying, campaign finance, corporate influence, regulatory capture. Things that are visible, documented, and legal. They are boring. They are complex. They do not fit into a YouTube video with ominous music. But the Illuminati? They are simple. They are dramatic. They are a story we can understand. And that is why, 250 years after Adam Weishaupt founded his little philosophy club, the world is still obsessed with an organization that barely existed. Thank you for listening to this deep dive into the Illuminati, history, myth, and modern obsession. Stay curious, stay critical, and remember, the most dangerous secret societies are the ones we invent in our own minds. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.